Good morning. It is midday here in Dubai, but it is, I think, 7 o'clock in the morning at home. More of an important one. I logged onto my Facebook this morning and I've got a notification that my page is now at risk. As you know, the Facebook police don't like you posting anything that goes against the grain and against the narrative, and it seems that the Jeff Buys Cars page has fallen foul of whatever narrative it is that they're pushing. Now, this isn't the first time that I've had this on the Jeff page. I've had issues before when I've talked about, I'm not even going to say the word, but people coming into the country without the necessary paperwork. The algorithm and the system, the beast as it were, doesn't seem to like you talking about any of that. And interestingly, another email that I received this morning, before I get into the post that actually got me in trouble on Facebook, I got an email this morning saying that the government have responded to a petition. Now, you may have signed this petition as well. There's a petition that went up just the other day requesting that we stop all forms of people coming into the country without the correct paperwork immediately. And it got signed by 200,000 people. Now, in the UK, if a petition gets to 100,000 signatures, then it means it will be debated in Parliament. Anyway, Parliament have replied, and it is the longest reply to a petition that I can ever remember seeing. I'm not going to do it on my YouTube channel because I try not to get into the subject of people coming into the country. I'm sure many other YouTubers will do it. In fact, I think Neil McCoy Ward will probably be one of the first and one of the best to do a video on the government's response. But essentially, the Home Office have put out a very, very long reply as to what they're doing about people coming into the country, despite the fact that any normal human being, you or I, viewers of this channel, and anyone with half a brain knows that the only thing you need to do in order to stop people trying to get into a place is to remove the incentives for getting into that place. It really is that simple. The email from the Home Office, and I apologise if I'm using slightly skirting around the edges language. I don't want to fall foul of any other algorithms and have the same problem that I'm having on Facebook. It's obvious to you and I that if you remove the incentives, then you will stop the activity. It's that simple. So stop offering money to people, stop putting them up in hotels at taxpayers' expense, and do that overnight. The next day, the very next day, the problem will go away. So that tells you the fact that they won't do that, they won't switch. The meme that goes around is someone sitting in a bath and saying, what do you do if you're sat in a bath that's overflowing? Do you mop up the water that's on the floor, or do you turn the tap off? You quite simply have to turn the tap off. That is all the government needs to do, to switch the tap off, and they can switch the tap off by removing the incentives. The fact that they won't do that, and we have this super long email from the Home Office explaining everything that they are doing, but not that, tells you that it is deliberate. It is all coordinated, and all of these conspiracy theorists that are saying that it is a deliberate dilution of culture and a deliberate plan to remove the concept of Britain and British and, you know, the Hegelian plan or whatever it's called, and all that stuff. It sort of says to you that it's real. It's not a conspiracy. There is a coordinated effort to destroy the nation, and the taps won't be turned off and the incentives won't be removed. So once again, we have a government that is telling us that there is no money for anything. Stop paying for all the hotels. We have a government that says there's, you know, employment problems. We'll stop bringing in all these people that quite clearly do nothing for the economy. The other hilarious one, whilst I'm on that, is, have you seen this news article that's going around? Sorry, this has turned into a general chat, actually. Have you seen this news article that's going around about there was a very left-leaning theatre that opened their doors to do some sort of show for people who have recently arrived without, let's say, the correct paperwork. And now the people that, 5 weeks later, the people that went to the show who had recently arrived without the correct paperwork refused to leave. They basically realised that England is cold and wet, and they were offered this nice, warm, cosy theatre for an evening and just went, yep, this is good, we'll stay here. So that's ongoing as well. Right, let's talk about the problem that I'm having with Facebook then. So the post that I shared, and it's hilarious, So the reason I've had a strike on Facebook this morning is because I shared a post from a dairy, an actual cow dairy, you know, cow's milk. And it was a funny post, and it listed all of the things that their cows do and that their cows own. And it was along the lines of, our cows own private jets, our cows have been buying up farmland, our cows have been experimenting with such and such and DNA and whatever else. And then the punchline was, at the end of it, it was saying, oh no, don't worry, it's not our cows. That's Bill Gates. So I shared that a while ago on Facebook, and it now has a fact check thing on it. And I've got a strike for sharing misinformation. So I must publicly declare now that it is not possible for cows to own private jets. It is not possible for cows to buy up farmland, and it's not possible for cows to get involved in rolling out, I can't talk, I don't want to say the word, but it's all to do with what happened in Africa and polio. So yeah, that's it. That's my strike, and why my Facebook page is at risk. If you don't follow me on Facebook then, and if you do use Facebook, if you don't use Facebook, fair enough, don't start, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you do use Facebook, I can recommend that you give the Jeff page a follow, because I do tend to post all sorts on there. And Instagram as well, I just sort of use Instagram, not so much to promote what I should use it more professionally, and I should use it to promote what's going on with the channel, but I don't tend to. I tend to just use it for a dumping ground of stuff that has arrived on my phone, various memes, various Instagram things that the wife has sent to me that I think matter, and I post a few photos and things on there as well. So there we go. Yeah, the Jeff Buys Cars Facebook page is at risk, so do follow me on Facebook. We are still in Dubai, as you can see. And the live broadcasts that we've been doing are a little bit ahead of what's going out on the YouTube itself. So that I've got content scheduled for the next 3 days, and that's going to be hiring the Porsche. Tonight, I appreciate the views are quite a lot lower since I've been in Dubai, and I think there's a number of reasons to that. I think people like the Jeff sitting in a car ranting about things. That's what a lot of my followers are here for. But you can't do that all the time, and at the end of the day, I'm out here with my family. This is what we're doing, so this is the content that I'm going to be posting. If we drop a few subscribers as a result of that, then that's okay. We'll get back to the normal Jeff content when we get back to a normal way of living. But the thing is, I don't want a normal way of living. That's why we're out here on this adventure. No, we haven't come to Dubai for a holiday. We've came here out of curiosity. I would describe myself as Dubai curious. So that's why we came here. It's great for car spotting. I appreciate many of my subscribers are here for the sitting in the car videos and aren't necessarily interested in walking around Dubai and looking at the various cars that we see, but that's what I enjoy, and so that's what I'll put up on my YouTube channel if I'm doing it. So that's that. Tonight, the video that is going out is me swapping the Dodge Charger for Porsche 911 and giving my honest verdict. They say never meet your heroes. I've always wanted a Porsche 911 convertible, and when I hired one, things changed. I also think I've been caught speeding in Dubai, so that's going to be an interesting video. So we've got 2 videos going out with the 911, and then there's a very interesting video going out in a couple of days. Can we get a Casio watch delivered to a bar in 15 minutes? And if you enjoyed my slightly drunken live feed from a few nights ago, well, this is the video that preceded that, so you'll enjoy it. It features 3 lovely ladies and quite a lot of beer. So that's going to be an interesting one as well. So I'll continue documenting what we're doing in Dubai as we go. I'll keep updating you. I do still have this notepad full of important videos that I need to make for you. So that will be coming up as well. We're moving apartments again tomorrow, and then we'll be winding up our stay in Dubai. When I've left Dubai, what I'll do is I'll do a more candid chat and a summary of the place. I'll tell you a bit more about what we've thought of it when we've gone, and summarize the trip. And I'll also break down some of the costs as well. So I'll talk to you a bit about what we've spent, because it has been a bit ridiculous, but it's Dubai. And at the end of the day, I'm a car guy. I've always dreamt of owning a 911, so I hired one. I was never going to go for a bog spec hire car, so we had the Charger. And now we're running around in a little Mercedes A35 AMG, which again, you'll see on the channel, particularly when I do my did I get caught speeding in Dubai thing. But the review of the AMG will be really interesting, because having this AMG A35 for a little bit, it's kind of put a real dampener on my dream of owning a 911, because it's the better car. But you'll see all of that on the full reviews that are going out. So there's a longer video tonight. It's about 35 minutes long, but it's a good quality documentary, and I feel like I've edited it quite nicely. So do enjoy that video tonight. That's what's going on in my world. You're not allowed to say that cows are not polluting the planet, because cows are definitely the problem, not like all this and, you know, cruise ships and China and, you know, heavy industrial stuff and private jets. No, it's the cows that are the problem, and you better believe it. Right, I'll just show you where we are for the last bit of the video. So again, you'll see this apartment on another video, but we booked this one because it said we had a view of the Burj Khalifa, where we do, but when the pictures were taken, none of this was built. So that's the Burj Khalifa there, tallest building in the world. You can just see it, and hopefully we're going to be going up that in the next couple of days. And this is a building site. Oh, look, we've got some interesting skies today. If I can get past this dirty window somehow. Can you see that up there? There we go. The sky's a bit streaky today, and it was very streaky yesterday, but it wasn't in the days before that. So clearly there were no planes flying around. Anyway, that is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you made it to the end of the video, and let me know what you've been thinking of the Dubai content. Are you one of the people that has unsubscribed because you don't like seeing the Dubai content? Or have you been enjoying it? And what do you think I should put on the channel? And I appreciate all the feedback, but in the end, I will probably just do my own thing. Thank you very much, everybody. 6 p.m. tonight, UK time, for my Porsche video. Do watch it, because it's a good one. Cheers.